Oh yeah, y'all seeing this right. I'm back. As you guys know, I'm JB Gunner, aka Teardrop, and this is The Legend of Teardrop. And where I left off last time was me bringing you news stories on the trail and in hiking news. And I'm going to do the same thing here today, as we will talk about someone hiking for a reason, for a cause. So it's good to be back. You will start getting a little bit more videos as I plan to pretty much resurrect what we do here. And anyways, I'm JB Gunn. Let's just start the show. Let's go.
This is Teardrop, and welcome to New to the Wild.
All right, now as you guys already know, I'm Teardrop, so let's talk about what we got going on here today. Heather Starbuck, let's just go ahead and switch on over to the scene. We are going to talk about an Appalachian Trail hiker who has kind of a reason. It says she's hiking the Appalachian Trail to fight addiction and honor her late fiance. Now, so I'm going to read the story, and then I'm going to give you my take on this situation. And if any of you guys know me, well, just stick around. But, on a positive note, let's go ahead and read the article. It says Heather Starbuck has just gotten engaged in Boulder, Colorado at the end of last summer. Together with her fiance, Matt Adams, they planned on keeping their engagement a secret until they could celebrate the news with all their friends and family at one time. But before they could even start thinking about wedding details, Adams, 30, was found dead from a heroin overdose on September 12th. He was 2 years sober at the time of his death. Well, he wasn't that sober that day. Anyways, almost 8 months later, oh God, I know that's gonna piss y'all off, but it is what it is. Almost 8 months later, Starbuck is far away from their once shared home in Boulder. In an interview with the Citizen Times, she was standing on top of Max Patch, a bald mountain in Madison County, celebrating her 30th day on the Appalachian Trail. Congratulations. Starbuck, or Kamikaze, as she's known to fellow hikers, is trekking the entirety of the AT in honor of her late fiance, who struggled with a substance use disorder consisting of opioids for almost a decade. In his recovery, Matt hiked all the time with a signature purple bandana, and it really helped him stay stable and happy, said Starbuck, 26, while wind whipped around her. Then when everything was unraveling and out of control, and after he died, I was depressed and couldn't get out of bed. I felt like I couldn't move, like I was going to die because of my grief. But Starbuck pushed through her crippling sadness and took to researching everything that there was to know about the opioid crisis. And she soon learned that the Appalachia region is the heart of the epidemic. Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina have been battered by skyrocketing overdose death rates, with over 54,000 deaths since 1999 in those areas combined, according to the Centers for Disease Control. Okay. Residents of the Appalachian region are 55% more likely to die from a drug overdose than residents of the rest of the U.S. Speak for yourself, motherfucker. Speak for yourself. When Starbuck discovered these alarming truths, she did... quit with the social justice warrior shit. There's no alarming truths. Okay? It's a personal choice, not a regional choice. But let's continue on. She decided to not just walk for Adams, but for all those struggling with disease and addiction. What does that exactly mean? I'm sorry. What does that exactly mean? You're walking for all people. What does that do for them? I'm just curious. What does that do? What does that mean? But it was a calling for me to heal and try to connect with people and learn from. Everybody's got a damn financial hustle. I don't know if she does or not. I don't know if that's what walking for them means. But everybody's got to have a goddamn gimmick on the Appalachian Trail. But that's a different thing. I'm just talking about that aspect. We'll talk about the dope fiend shit here in just a second. Don't worry. You know me. It was a calling for me to heal and try to connect with people and learn from people from the western North Carolina region and make sense with the madness that's going on. There is no making sense. You're either a dope fiend or you're not. You either put needles in the ass or you don't. You either smoke crack or you don't. It's not that hard. Honestly, there's nothing to make sense of. I'm just saying. And I know a lot of you guys are going to come white knighting and running to the aid. No, it's a very specific thing. And I am tired of stories like this, teaching our youth that it's everything else's fault, or it's everybody else's fault, or it's the region, or whatever. No, if you're a dope fiend, that's your fucking fault. If you're a crackhead, that's your fault. If you're a heroin addict, that's your fault. Just as much as we got these dope fiends running around the Appalachian Trail, I want you guys to understand there are plenty of children, plenty of impressionable people, children on this trail. I just want you to understand that. So when you go to teach them the wrong shit, it's the Appalachia. It's Appalachia's fault. They're 55% more likely to die. Well, no. If you're a dumbass in Seattle, you're a dumbass in Appalachia. That's the bottom line. If you're a fucking dope fiend, you're a dope fiend. I know that's harsh, but take it for what it is. If you're a dope fiend, you're a fucking dope fiend. Now let's move on. You guys know I just call it like I see it, man. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this shit. You think because I've been gone for a month that changes it? No. All right. Along her route, Starbuck has met with recovery groups and parents who have also lost a child. Motherfucker. What the fuck, man? Okay, let's go back to where we were at. Okay. Starbuck was moved to tears. Oh, god damn it. All right. She spoke to peer counselors and those in recovery at Snowbird Treatment Center in Cherokee County, where 54.55 people die of an opioid overdose per 100,000 every year. Cherokee, well, that's 54.5 dumb motherfuckers. Excuse me. 54.5 dumb motherfuckers. Everybody knows being a dope fiend is bad. It's that simple. Being a dope fiend is bad. Don't do it. So you idiots that choose that route, I have no sympathy for you. That's why I look at when people do this, I'm walking to help the dope fiends. No, you're not. And it's ridiculous. And honestly, there's too many of you recovering dope fiends on the goddamn trail. I'm just being honest. Now, I know some of you argue that's no worse than the drinker. And you know what? You have a valid argument there. And I'm not saying you dope fiends shouldn't go hike the trail, because you should. But can we just keep it down a little bit? Can we not promote it? Kids are watching those things. That's all I'm saying. And especially if you're going to come with that whole, let's talk about the region. Let's talk about the place. No, let's talk about your dumbass decisions to put a needle in your ass. Let's talk about that. Starbuck was moved to tears when a mother shared the story of her son's death because of fentanyl-laced heroin. Well, it doesn't... fentanyl-laced heroin. I'm sorry for laughing, but come on, man. It doesn't... An addiction that originally started from pills, just like Adams, right? Listen, no one goes from... just fuck it. This disease is not a shameful thing. It's a mental illness. You're wrong. It is a shameful thing. Being a dope fiend is a shameful thing. Shameful fucking thing. I'm just being real. It's not a mental illness. It is a personal choice, and you made that dumbass choice. Quit with the bullshit. And it could be anyone's kid, fiance, sibling, but it does not discriminate. No, it can't. Because some people are raised smarter than that. Some people are just flat out fucking smarter. Adams has always had an addictive personality, Starbuck said. Everybody always says that. But it was only after he was prescribed Oxycontin for an injury in his early 20s did he start to change. Everybody says that shit too. After just a few pills, Adams was hooked. When the pills ran out and became too expensive, a friend of his told him that he had the perfect solution. Yeah. So this is a decision thing, because you know the friends that are around you. Matt told me he turned to black tar heroin. And for 6 years before we met, he struggled with that addiction. Look, man, you guys are going to fucking hate me after this video. if you don't already. He started to get his life on track shortly before they started dating, and for 2 years, Starbuck and Adam shared a life together without opioids. She was shocked to... Look, I can't do this no more. Anyways, Starbuck surprised herself when she decided to take on a physical and mental task of hiking the roughly 2,200-mile AT. Now, that's congratulations on that. That's big shit. She had never started a campfire in her life or ever even gone backpacking. Kudos on that one. Now, that's some new to the wild type shit. That is why they call me kamikaze, Starbuck said. I've been out of my mind since my whole world shattered. And so I've just thrown up my hands, leaned into the pain, and trusted whatever guided me here. And there's nothing wrong with that. Congratulations on that decision, honestly. And it'll change your life. The highlight of her time on the trail so far is how honest she can be with fellow hikers. So that's what you're doing? You're just going up and down the trail, exchanging dope fiend stories? Come on, man. People are on vacation out there. Stop it. About the pain she is going through. Yeah, that's what we need. Another negative motherfucker on the trail. Crying and shit every day. Yeah, that makes our vacation outstanding. She said she cries daily. Okay. It feels most natural being outside in the woods because I can openly talk about him and his drugs and really connect with people. No, you can't. You're bothering people. I'm just being honest with you. Find your group of dope fiends, because there's plenty of them out there. Find those and talk to them about it. But just your average everyday hiker don't want to hear about how many times you put a needle in your ass. I'm just being honest. Starbuck hikes with a purple bandana somewhere on her person, visible to all those who cross her path on the trail. When she shares Adam's story with a new friend or a total stranger, she gives them a purple bandana too. There lacks a nationally recognized symbol for those struggling with opioid addiction. And I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. I just can't. I'm tired of the fucking social justice warrior bullshit. All right, so here's my take on things, guys. Look, if you're still here and you're still watching this, yes, I'm offensive, but this dope fiend shit is something that really actually irks the fuck out of me. Yes, I think you should, if you're a recovering dope fiend, go out in the woods, find a new life. But this attention grab for it, look at me, poor old me. In my region that I'm around may cause me to put a needle in my ass. No. And I'm tired of our kids thinking that. I'm tired of grown-ass motherfuckers teaching our kids this. You and your decision to be a dope fiend is 1,000% on you. Now, I wish you the best of luck with your Appalachian Trail journey. But the reason I'm even making this video is because it triggered me. Honestly, it triggered me. I don't believe everybody's going to have a reason, a cause, whatever the fuck. You know, at least I'm honest. And I just say, no, I'm out here filming me do this shit. I'm building a brand. A new to the wild brand. I'm very, very honest about it. But when you got when you have a lot of dishonesty within the hiker community, within the hikers that go to the media or want attention for something, you get people that want to be declared as a special hiker because they were a crackhead. You get people with leg braces claiming that they hike trails that did not hike. You get this shit all the time. Every single year. And I'm not saying this person isn't doing an amazing thing. They are. I just don't understand why it's news. And I'm sitting here, and as I'm scrolling down, and I Googled Appalachian Trail news. It's just one cause after another. I'm hiking for dope fiends. Okay, what is your hike going to do for dope fiends? I'm just curious. Raise awareness that there's dope fiends? Fucking look at Chicago. That's enough for, do we really need that? I think we're all aware. There's dope fiends, there's regular people. There's people that know how to control their selves, and there's people that don't. There's people that like needles in their ass, people that don't. Pretty simple. Anyway, this is your news for the day. I'm Jebby Gunner, a.k.a. Teardrop. I know this is harsh. I know many of you are going to hate it. I know I'm going to get a million thumbs downs. I don't give a shit. Y'all probably hide just like this motherfucker. Go on a hike or something. Go on a hike. I'm out of here. Jesus Christ.